paying attention, you know where this group is about to head back to. Quite excited to see how this battle turns out. Tainting this otherwise clean air.
Drink! It will help you in the coming fight. And holds out the potion to you.
I am making moves. Greetings, and welcome to Crucible of Fate, Episode 17, Part 2. I am your host and killer DM, David Carter. If you haven't watched Part 1 of Episode 17, I highly encourage you to watch that, just so you know who our players and characters are. And it was a pretty epic Part 1 in Hunter and Hunted, so you don't want to miss that. If you're all caught up, though, welcome to Part 2. If you're interested in finding out more information about Crucible of Fate, all the rules and the format of the show, or possibly how to become a contestant, just check out the link to the website in the video description. We're pretty much full for contestants for Season 1, but if you get it in soon, there may be a slight chance that you could get in for Round 1 of Season 1. Please check out the link to our Discord community in the video description. Fantastic place. Please join us if you're looking to meet other like-minded people who love Dungeons & Dragons. Finally, if you're enjoying the show, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon. Every little bit helps, and I'll put that back into the production value of the show just to improve it and make things better for you guys at home. All right, with that, let's get re-familiarized with our players for tonight. First up, top left, we have Andy, who's playing Ms. Mirabelle. Welcome back, Andy. Nubis, who's playing Oberon Thornwhisper. Jake, playing Kama Karo. And last but not least, bottom right, we have Sean, who's playing Ragnall Witchbane. Okay, we're not going to waste any time, everyone. We will jump right into the action right after the trailer. We'll see you in just a minute.
It's time. Bring them. Offer them riches, offer them glory. I don't care. Just bring me their souls.
As you wish, Master.
Yes.
You think you have what it takes? Every roll can mean life or death. 120 contestants. Who will survive? Who will win? It could be you. This is high stakes D&D.
As you all emerge from the portals, having narrowly escaped from Hunter and Hunted, you see Theramgul standing in the middle of the Fate's Hand Tavern with a fairly wide grin on his face. Welcome back to all of you. That was a close call. This was almost the shortest episode in Crucible of Fate history. If you don't mind, perhaps a bit of insight into the decision to stick around. I hope you didn't think that the lot of you could kill Arklam Greeth. This is positively optimistic, if you pardon the pun.
I suppose we shouldn't be in this contest if we're not ambitious, but as far as I'm concerned, I made a promise, and I kept it as long as I could.
Very noble of you, Ragnall. You are a man of your word.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm only a man of my word to people that I like. Everyone else, less said about them the better.
I think perhaps it's safe to assume that most of us were staying to ensure the others made it out alive, and not so much to try and take out Arklam.
I can understand that. I would just hate to see a situation where all of you try to ensure that you're the last one out and no one ever leaves.
Somehow, I feel like you would quite enjoy that.
I would, and to be honest, after 3 of you perish, the other 3 would automatically be returned. I mean, I can't have anything messing up the monumental achievement we are trying to accomplish here with the Crucible of Fate. But if I have to protect you from yourselves, that's a bit disappointing if you're choosing to die immediately rather than face the rest of the games. perhaps I need to reevaluate what I'm doing here.
Well, perhaps it's just a sure sign that those aren't the ones you want to be your general, Tharamgul. After all, that is the purpose of the game.
Indeed. Survival of the fittest, huh? If your survival instincts aren't honed, yeah, you're right. Perhaps you're just not the person for the job. You are all aware by now that with only 4 of you remaining, we will jump immediately to split the party. But before we do that, we must do your intermission actions. I'm sure some of you are still a little bit bloody and tired after your battle with such a powerful being. Before you choose your intermission actions, though, I would like to review what remains within the gift shop. And as Thermgul says that, you see the display cases of the gift shop appear around you. You can all see that Tier 1 and Tier 2 are completely empty, but both items from Tier 3 remain. The first of which is a wooden wand, roughly 18 inches long, wrapped in dark gray leather. The skull of some small creature is affixed to the business end of the wand. The second item, what seems to be a very simple glass or crystal cylindrical prism. And you can see that it's softly glowing from within, not strong enough to emit light in its currently dormant state. However, there is still a bit of light that just illuminates the glass from within. And those are what remain within the gift shop. And I would like to point out that both of these items could definitely make or break, split the party. They are very effective in their simplicity. But now it is time to determine who will go first and what the order of your intermission actions will be. Miss Mirabelle, if you could go first.
Very good. 5.
Oberon.
17.
Hama. 5. Your mod was a 4. Miss Mirabelle, what was your mod?
-1. So
-1, okay.
Under comma.
And Racknell. 16. I'll start off with Oberon, and I'll see the rest of you shortly. Greetings, Oberon. It is your turn for your intermission actions. What would you like to do first?
First, I'll take a short rest. I will spend 1 hit die, regaining 10 health, even though I only need 8, since I don't have to roll because of the ever-living ones. And then my second one, I want to use my 1 time casting, free casting of Enlarge Reduce to make myself tiny. And I also, shortly before we decide to go in, I'm going to drink a potion of invisibility.
Okay. So that's the cast spells, make preparations,
Yep.
intermission action. Just for clarity, that 1 time enlarge reduce, is it a spell or is it a racial ability? Do you have to concentrate on it?
Yeah, it's basically just a casting of it. So I'm casting a free, without using one of my spell slots, I'm casting Enlarge Reduce. So I still have to concentrate on it.
Okay, then I'm just going to put a concentration ring on you right now.
Oh, and I will also tell Emberflint to, when we go into the arena, to go about 10 feet or so away from me, 9-10 feet away from me, so that we're not since he's going to be visible, so we're not right on top of each other.
Yep, no, I got that.
I know, I'm just officially giving him the command, so.
Okay, sounds good. Very well. Anything else you would like to prepare during that intermission action?
No. You said nothing that is harmful. We're not allowed to do any spells. Could I use a command spell on somebody before we go in as part of my casting spells?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to think about who I want to use it on, but I will use my command spell right before I drink my potion of invisibility on somebody. I have a free casting of that as well from the feat I took. The Fey touched. I have command and Misty Step. So I will cast command, and I will be commanding them to drink a potion that I'm holding out.
Okay.
And the potion isn't going to be hurting them. It's... Yeah.
I know which one it is.
Yeah.
Your filter of love?
Mm-hmm. I haven't decided who yet. I'm debating that. I'm like holding reservation, like see if somebody reaches out or whatever. I don't want to jump to conclusions of if someone's going to reach out or something, and committed to commanding them to drink a potion.
Okay, no problem. Just keep in mind it's the first person they see, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be like in front of them and handing them a potion, holding out a potion to them so that I'm standing like right in front of them when I command them. So as long as they take the potion and drink it, I will be the first person they see.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I wish you the best of luck, Oberon.
Thank you.
Greetings, Ragnall. It is your turn for your intermission actions. What would you like to do first?
Oh, well then. Didn't have to bring one of those drinks in small martini glasses that you were talking about earlier, right?
No, I don't really have anything to drink here.
If only there was a endless flask, endless decanter of tequila, you might have actually piqued my interest in the shop. Well, absent that, I believe we'll take a nice short rest.
Short rest it is. Okay, any hit points that you would like to use? Hit dice, sorry.
Before that, he is going to chug a potion of vitality.
Okay.
So, it is going to, I believe, unless you were going to say something else, I just removed it from his character sheet. He will roll max HP back on his hit point die, and he's going to remove the poison condition. I don't know if it will do anything about any of his other, I don't know if they're curses or however the gift shop item kind of penalties are, but...
So once you drink it, because it's the gift shop item, you gain the -2 int, but yes, your poison from your other gift shop purchase is now gone. However, the other things affecting you don't seem to be removed by the potion.
Okay. Then he is going to, again, take a short rest, and he is going to spend... he's at 39 out of 60, and he only needs to spend 2 hit die to gain back full HP.
Okay, so 2 hit dice used?
Plus 24 automatically. So I'm gonna roll them, but it doesn't, just to do it, but it doesn't matter.
Sure.
I mean, yeah.
Anything else for your short rest?
Well then. I believe a good lesson from the last match was that teamwork doesn't always work, but better to have a partner at your back than not. I believe I would like to speak with the enchanting Mrs. Maribel.
Very well. For your second intermission action, a parley with Miss Maribel. Greetings, Miss Maribel. You have been summoned by Ragnall Witchbane for a parley. Do you accept or refuse the invitation?
Well, of course I accept, Tharamgul.
Very well. In that case, Ragnall, you have 3 minutes and it begins now.
Miss Maribel, how are you?
I'm well, Ragnall. It's good to see you Yeah, good to see you again. Glad to see that you had survived.
Well, it was certainly quite a bit of work, but before we get any further into spilling blood or whatever else, between the two brothers, can you believe that the one we have to deal with is the less ugly one?
Yes, well, to be honest, both of them could use a mask. At least Dregs is colored up.
That's true. Well, I suppose maybe he isn't the ugly one, but that's a bit of a frightening thought. Definitely is going to be a difficult next match. I suppose that karma was not his fault that he was attacking us. And,
No, I'll cut to the chase with you, Rachno, as we're short for time, and I want to make sure we get this straightened out. The fairy is a threat, but of course can fly, and I am limited to my range, though much of the fairy's benefits come from his pseudo-dragon. Should we choose to attack him, I suggest we take out his familiar and unchain the beast first.
Simple enough.
That being said,
Oberon reached out to me originally, but not again. I'm not sure about his trustworthiness. I'll leave it up to you who we go after.
well, from stories I've heard, I know the drow can be weak if they are exposed to daylight, so should our arena benefit us in that sense, I think that will be the deciding factor. But as I said, I don't have much that can deal with a fairy in mid-flight. If he's on the ground, I'm sure he won't be an issue, but...
No, I pack a bow. I'm not particularly worried about that part. He can fly as far as he wants, but again, I don't have an issue with him.
I have nothing against either of them.
It's unfortunate the bounty hunter didn't survive. We could have perhaps enlisted their aid. But, that being said, I do want to thank you for your kind words. And he is going to reach over and hand you a +1 great axe.
Wonderful.
Not much of my thing, but I think Murloc and Edafang would like to have somebody wielding it who could draw a lot of blood.
I'm honored to have it. Thank you for that. We need to make a decision, though, Rachno. Who will it be? Oberon or Kama?
Right now, I would not want to deal with the fairy. As you said, they are difficult. Unless Kama reaches out to me, or you, we go after Kama.
Do you think the wand would be a benefit? Should I purchase it next round?
And that is 3 minutes. This brings the parley to an end. Miss Mirabelle and Rachno, I wish you both the best of luck.
If you were not here, Therum Ghoul, I would suggest you become a comedian because you have impeccable timing.
Well, thank you.
I've said it better myself.
Greetings, Kama. It is your turn for your intermission action. What would you like to do first?
I think I need a short rest first. I'm looking a bit hot.
Then in that case, you regain everything that you would with a short rest. Do you have any hit dice that you need to roll?
Yes, I'm gonna roll 3.
19 back.
Yeah.
Does that get you to full?
Almost. It's close enough.
Okay, so you're not going to use another one? And for your second intermission action?
I would like to parlay with Rachno.
Oh, Witchbane. Just one moment, please. Greetings, Rachno. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Kama Kero. Do you accept or refuse?
Absolutely, I accept.
Very well. In that case, Kama, you have 3 minutes, and it begins now.
First off, I am sorry about hurting you while we were fighting the Lich.
Oh, don't worry about that. I suppose getting beat up while fighting a Lich is sort of par for the course. And, well, that's what it is.
I propose that we sort of make an alliance of sorts.
Interesting. Why didn't you reach out earlier?
I saw how skilled you were with a bow, and I decided I wanted to see what it was like, what everybody was like before I decided to parlay or make any alliances.
Well, fair enough. I should let you know that at the moment I have an alliance with the wonderful Mrs. Maribel. And to be frank, we weren't sure who else to add. Oberon had reached out before, but not recently, and you had never reached out to either of us. Not to be rude, but I do like you, Karma, and I do remember that in the final, event of that match against our ugly undead friend, you were helping me quite a bit. So, they'll accept this. Do you have any suggestions of how to take down the ferry?
He can fly, and I have a cloak that allows me to fly, so I can get up close with him.
Do you?
And that would hurt him. Yes, I do.
Well, that will certainly make things a lot simpler. If combat starts and Miss Maribel does go after you, I'll alert her quickly that the plans have changed.
Okay.
Very well.
Pleasure doing business with you, I suppose.
Tell me a little about yourself. We have a few minutes left.
About myself, how?
Whatever you like. This is a death game. We're all about to die. That's one thing you should know about you.
I am able to use certain spells that can really help in a battle if we need to, due to my ancestry. Like I can make a 15-foot sphere, complete darkness, and I can also light somebody up if I need to.
Well, that certainly would be helpful. If you could maybe...
And that is 3 minutes, gentlemen. So unfortunately, this intermission action has come to an end. I wish you both the best of luck, and I will see you shortly. Greetings, Miss Mirabelle. It is your turn for your intermission action. What would you like to do for your first one?
Well, to be honest there, Mgul, half-heartedly I'd hoped somebody else was going to parlay and make this decision easy. I got some questions for you while I got you here, if that's all right. Do we have a minute?
We have a minute.
I think it's become very clear to myself and many others that Dregs is possibly here against his will. Are you here by your own choice there, Mgul?
Many personalities down here would leave if they could, but debts must be paid in order for this to happen in many cases. I will say I was very careful about the deals that I have made, and I am quite comfortable in my role and position here. And these games have the potential to serve me in many ways.
Fair to say that perhaps even the chains that bind you can be a comfort to greater pains that exist in the world.
This is all a matter of perspective, and in my experience, it's better to be the master of your own fate than allow things to happen to you. So, I am making moves. Miss Mirabelle, are you ready to make moves? Are you willing to serve me should you survive this? You could help reshape the world into something that we both find acceptable.
Well, to put it simply and honestly, at this point, I don't have much of a choice now, do I?
There's always a choice, but with choice comes consequence, of course.
Of course. I mean, I lived a great life. I had everything I wanted. Sadly, that was taken from me. And with that, part of my heart was taken as well. So, I'm not as soft as I once was. You know, lots of people fear the void of the light. But I find that in the darkness there can be hope. Well, no, not hope. Something even better than hope. Yes, opportunity. And in darkness, there's a promise. It's a promise of deliverance. And a promise of punishment. And here, there is a promise of blood.
Well, I hope you're the one that is spilling it rather than having your own spilled.
That makes two of us there, Ghoul.
As much as I enjoy talking with you, you are quite charming, I might add.
Well, thank you kindly.
It is time to move on. So, first intermission action, what will it be?
I believe I have more words to say between myself and Ragnall, so if I could meet with him in a parlay again, that would be great.
Greetings, Ragnall. You have been summoned to a parley by Ms. Mirabelle. Do you accept or refuse?
Of course I accept.
In that case, you have 3 minutes and it begins now.
Welcome back. Good to see you. I thought it would be best that we sort things out fully. I was not approached by Kama.
I was.
Very well. And he sought an alliance with you?
And not only that, but it appears that he has a cloak that allows him to fly.
Very good. Well, I think that is settled then. I wanted to thank you for the great axe, and as much as I wish to wield it in Murlock's honor, as he was quite the man, doing so would not allow me to carry my shield, as it would require 2 hands to heft that thing over my shoulder and swing it over my head.
And it is not as fashionable as your current attire, of course.
Thank you kindly. I'm looking to sell it, and I was looking over towards the shop, and with the gold, I could be able to gain flight myself, or I could speed myself up with movement and allow myself possibly to get a couple swings in, a couple extra swings. However, I did see some potions that would allow us to breathe some fire at some distance. And with the gold, I would be able to purchase a potion for yourself, myself, and Kama as well, so all 3 of us could be flaming that little fairy.
I'll say this. You gave me kind words when I came back. For that, and for... well, let's say I'm a terrible judge of character, but I think the choice should be yours. I can't imagine with the 3 of us against him we will need too much help, but if you should choose it, purchase whatever you want with it. As long as you use it to cause some chaos, for Murlock and Edafang's sake. And of course, I'm sure we'll see them later on anyway. I can't imagine, a man and his ghosts almost, causing Lich some problems. He'll stay gone very long. So,
I do hope so, you're right.
Purchase what you like with it. If it's potions, that's the thing, but again, 3-on-1. I believe we should win fairly handily.
Very well. I have always wanted to fly.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll leave you to it, Mr. Ragnall.
Absolutely, and next time you run into some cooking sherry, just let me know.
Of course, dear.
I believe there's supposed to be some sort of pithy interruption, some sort of, you are about to come to the conclusion of your argument. Anything?
Well,
now is the time to interrupt.
Well, now is the time because it's been 3 minutes. So, best of luck once again to both of you. It sounds like you have a plan. Let's see if it comes to fruition. Well, plans are being made, Miss Mirabelle. what would you like to do for your second intermission action?
Well, as I was saying, Arachnol, I do appreciate Mr. Murlock's axe, but it is rather useless in my hands. And perhaps something else would benefit us more. And who knows? If I leave it in the shop, maybe he can come claim it in some other sort of afterlife.
The gift shop it is. Has anything caught your eye here, Miss Mirabelle?
I can't quite see. What's left on the tiered items there? Did somebody happen to pick up the wand or that very pretty looking cylinder?
Both of them are still there.
I have to say I'm tempted. Well, I'll shop for some things with my gold before I get to that. As I said, I'll be selling Murlock's axe. I wouldn't be able to swing the thing around my head with my shield in my hand, so I'm going to have to leave it here on the shelf and hope he comes to collect it. So I'll be selling that, and with the gold from that, I think it's the exact same price as a potion of flying. I'll try one of those out.
Good deal.
And I appreciate the gifts of the Dust of Janus, but I'll be selling another one of those pellets so that I may purchase a spell scroll, a level 2 spell called Aid. I believe it'll help me and my allies feel a little more healthy in this fighting pit.
Very kind of you. So 120 for each pellet, selling it for 60, giving you 135, and the second level scroll 120. 15.
That's correct.
Then, if I'm not mistaken, this concludes your shopping and your second intermission action.
It does. I guess we should gather up the others then.
It's time to move on, so for a final time, I wish you good luck in the battle ahead. Welcome back from your intermission actions. I hope you were all able to accomplish everything that you desired. It is now time to get back to business. And I mean the business of one of you being murdered by the other three. So let us pick the place where this is going to go down. Oberon. If you could please roll a d10. A 7. This has already been seen twice, so I would ask you to reroll. We don't want any duplicates on our second passing of the battlefield. A 2. Number 2, for those of you paying attention, you know where this group is about to head back to. I, for one, quite excited to see how this battle turns out. If you would all follow me, please. So Thurmgul turns about and starts to float in a direction away from all of you. You see that the Fate's Hand Tavern kind of fades away as the archways of the gated gallery appear before you. As he moves through and you find yourselves being pulled, dragged behind him into this room, you stand now amongst the columns and rows of all of the stone gateways, these monoliths that stand within the gated gallery. As he stops and turns to face you all, in front of the split the party column, you can see the portal beginning to make its way towards you. So at this time, we will roll initiative, and this will determine the order in which people will take actions once you arrive in split the party. So starting top left once again, we'll go with Miss Mirabelle.
6 + 1 for 7.
7.
Hopefully I'm just saving the hot rolls here.
Just getting them out of the way early.
That's right.
Oberon.
21.
D1.
Wow, very well.
Hopefully I'm not using up all my good rolls.
Comma. 23.
Wow.
And Ragnall. 24.
Oh,
Wow.
That's why I'm using my D20s. I'm using my D20s for initiative rolls.
Good God.
So you guys
There we
all
go.
play. There will be 6 seconds of just dead air, and then I'll take my turn.
You all just like blitz out there, and you're just like,
You're just casually strolling, la da da da.
It is now time to begin the game. Before you step in, I will give you the opportunity to address your fellow contestants in the eyes of truth. In turn. So, first up is Ragnall.
well then. So as my throat is a little bit dry, it's gonna start squinting over at the host. But I'll try to do my best. This is a death game, and Quiff, personally, I do want to thank you all for your help. But no matter how it goes, I'm sure I'll see you again. And yeah, step to the portal.
Okay, and what's in your hands?
There is a longbow in his hands.
Longbow. Okay. Kama.
I wish you all the best of luck and live free and tame death. And I walk through the portal.
And in your hands?
Just 2 swords now.
2 long swords?
Short swords.
2 short swords, right. Yeah. Oberon.
Okay, so those 2 are through the portal, so I can't interact with those 2. Like, the only one I can interact with is Miss Mirabelle.
No, everyone kind of hears everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Simultaneous kind of thing.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I wanted to clarify. Okay, so you see, Oberon has 2 potions in his hand. He looks down at one. He moves in front of Kaba, holds out 1 potion, and says, drink. It will help you in the coming fight. And holds out the potion to you. And you feel a little bit of magic going over the word drink. You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wow.
Oh. You.
And the DC, just for clarity?
15.
18.
Okay, so you just feel a little bit of magic with the thing, but you it's up to you whether you actually drink it or not, because you don't know what I did or didn't do with it.
That's true. I'm gonna take it, put it on the side of my belt.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
And then you'll see the Oberon shrink down to a tiny size and drink the other potion and disappear from view.
And what's in your hands, just for...
Nothing in my hands, just my rings on my finger, which is my focus. So, but nothing is actually in my hands now that I drank both the potions.
Okay,
Or
but
drank the potion
mechanically,
and
in one hand
yeah.
is your spell focus.
Yeah.
Miss Mirabelle.
Do you have a dragon still or no?
Oh yes, I do. It's floating. The dragon's flying next to where you saw me when I disappeared.
And Miss Mirabelle.
Well, this certainly should be interesting. Where did that little one go? And Miss Mirabelle is holding a spell scroll in one hand. Her butcher's cleaver-like longsword is sheathed on her hip, and she is holding her shield in the other hand. See you soon, Thurmghoul.
As you all step into the portal, you feel the cold and firm embrace of the shadowed hands as they begin pulling you towards your unknown destination. After what seems like just a moment, you feel the fresh, cool, outdoor night air against your skin. And as you take in a few deep breaths, you can sense that there's a bit of like smoke that is tainting this otherwise clean air. You find yourselves on this grassy graveyard overlooking the city far below. You can see that holes are very apparent in the ground. And from one of the earliest episodes, your second day here, in fact, you remember the zombies climbing up out of the ground to attack those that were fighting amongst the tombstones and natural rock features. So needless to say, you can't leave this battlefield currently, guys, but it is a pretty wide open battlefield. Hold on, I'm gonna take everyone off the board and readjust positions here because I made a mistake. So just for clarity, you cannot see Oberon currently, although you do see his pseudo dragon that's represented by the blue crystal right here. You can see Ms. Mirabelle.
Should I have a magical effect condition on me from potion?
Yeah. And we have Ragnall here. And finally, we have Kama here. Just let me send a message to one of you guys. And with that, we are ready to begin Split the Party. And it is Ragnall's turn. Ragnall, you are over here.
Okay, Ragnall's going to start moving toward the number 10.
Okay. 5,
2 diagonals.
10.
Yeah, he's going to look at the kind of open space where Oberon is. Sorry, I was hoping that you would meet again to cement our alliance. Apologies. He's going to fire his longbow at Emberflint. Ooh, an 11.
I don't think that hits, but yeah, that does not hit.
Okay, what is the AC, just for clarity?
13.
13, okay.
Emberflint is 13.
And again, for clarity, does he get his own initiative or does he act after you?
Oh yeah, he does get his own initiative. I forgot to roll that for him.
Okay, let's do that now before we...
7.
A 7, okay. Perfect. So that arrow sails wide and hits the wall behind. Anything else for Ragnall?
Oh, he made another attack and got like a 26 or something. It's in the log.
Oh, okay, second attack. 27 to hit, so that one hits.
I will use my reaction to give him resistance to that.
Okay, so your reaction is burned.
12 points of piercing damage on that.
Okay, so he takes 6.
Okay.
Okay, is he still up?
Yep.
Okay, action surge.
Oh.
Action surge used by Ragnall. 16 to hit.
16.
Okay.
Is it the attack or all attacks?
It just says when the familiar takes damage, you can use your reaction to grant it resistance against that damage. So it's just that one turn, I'm guessing.
Okay,
That's the way I'm reading it.
It's the individual attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So this is full damage.
Mm-hmm.
7
points.
piercing.
Okay. He disappears.
You see, Ragnall actually looks incredibly sad because he petted Emberflint before, and he doesn't like what he's doing. Out of character, do we know roughly where he is because he's invisible or not? I mean, invisibility is, you can attack at disadvantage, but I'm asking, I don't want to metagame.
Yeah, so roughly general vicinity, yes, but this is what I looked up right beforehand, and this I'm opening this up to debate right now to get to raw. So my interpretation of invisibility is if he moves or makes any sound without taking the hide action, you will know what square he's in, but attacks would be a disadvantage. Right now, he hasn't moved and hasn't made a sound. So mechanically, I'd say you don't know what square he's in. I'm gonna do it this way, guys. I'm gonna say that he is in one of these squares, and it's based on the intelligence check and the starting position of everyone, roughly.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's probably the fairest way to do it, Dave. That's what I was about to suggest. Like, give him a rough idea, since we're not, it's like...
Yeah, he's tiny size, but we know roughly where he is. I feel like that's... You gotta count something for being tiny sized, you know?
Yeah, I'm tiny and invisible, so...
So I don't think you guys can see the letters and numbers, but so this would be E6 and E7, and then F6 and F7.
Yeah, once he moves, all bets are off. So it's just for this once. Should I roll 1d4?
Or you can pick whatever square you want to shoot at, I think is a better one.
Okay. He is going to attack the square that would most closely line up with what he's going after, which would be the one that is between Kama and Miss Mirabelle. So I can't see exactly where that is unless you shift the board.
Do you mean this one here?
Yes.
Okay, so that one right there. Go ahead and make your attack at disadvantage.
15 to hit.
That would hit.
Okay, that would hit. However, he is not in that square.
Okay.
So the attack misses.
Okay. Then that is going to be the end of his turn.
And actually, even though it's too late, I should say the attack misses.
Oh, actually, I have a little bit more movement, don't I? How much extra movement do I have?
You've used 10.
Can he try to move up on top of that center stone structure?
Yep, for sure. 30 would get you on the corner of it. Kama, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to use an action to use my wings of flying. So I am now able to
Speak your
fly
command word.
60 feet. Yes. Bonus action, Giant's Might.
Sorry, I missed that. Bonus action, what?
Giant's Might, so I go to large. But then I'm going to action surge and drink my potion of growth. So
Okay.
my size will be huge.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's a big dark elf.
Yeah!
Okay.
Damn.
Let's see the mini for this one.
Yeah.
You're gonna stay there?
Yeah.
Okay, Oberon, it is your turn.
Okay.
And
I'm just trying to count squares.
yeah, no problem. And let
It's
me know
kind
if
of-
you need me to adjust anything. I apologize that the grid is.
Well, that's fine. Let's see.
Here, do you want me to move it? Is this?
No, I'm good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't get there. Okay. I will. Let's see. That would get rid of my invisibility because it's casting a spell, so I don't want to do that yet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll send you a thing.
Yep, no problem. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Guys, hold on. I'm gonna make a quick phone call with my rules guy. I really want to make sure I've got this right. So just give me 2 seconds, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Their answer was that by raw, whether it's your wings or your gear moving around as you move, no matter how tiny you are, if you don't take the hide action or have any way to diminish your sound, your position is known, but you still gain the benefits of being invisible.
Okay, well, I will take the hide action. Since I'm not doing an action this turn, I will take the hide action this turn. Since I'm not doing an action to move where I was. And I'm invisible, so it's with advantage, right? I think. Or is...
Yes, but you'd have to move and then take it, because even though you could take the hide action at the beginning of your turn, if you move, you're known to lose it.
Yeah, exactly. Move then. Yeah.
Okay, so let me know if you still want to move to that same position. Or
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want to move to that same position and use the hide action.
Okay, go ahead and give me...
I would need a... 13.
Okay, 13. And I've got your position recorded. I'm going to take these away. I would just say that before the hide action was taken, you would have heard a noise moving in this direction. Like this direction.
Right.
But that's all you gather from your passive. Okay, Ms. Mirabelle, it's your turn.
Miss Mirabelle will use her movement. Full 30. I want to get basically straight line as much as I can right towards comma. The numbered markers on the board, are they holes?
Those are holes, yeah.
Okay, so I'm using my movement speed and just flying right over the hole.
Okay, sounds good. And how far would you like to move?
30 feet, if I can get on the other side of hole 11.
30?
Yep. Unrolling the scroll in my hand, I will cast, I will read out the words on the spell and cast Aid, affecting myself, comma, and Racknell with the Aid spell. So all of our hit points maximums increase by 5, and our current hit points increase by 5 as well.
Okay.
And that is non-concentration, and I will draw my butcher's sword.
All right.
I'll turn back towards Racknell and say, "Don't feel bad, my friend. That little creature was in chains just like all of us. If anything, hopefully it was a sweet release from imprisonment."
And then Racknell died.
Very well. In that case, you all notice that zombies begin to crawl up out of the holes. And I need each of you to tell me the location of where you would like 2 zombies. In initiative order, Racknell, which hole would you like 2 zombies?
I would like them to appear out of... Can you scroll the board over? Number 4.
Number 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kama, where would you like 2 zombies?
3. I'll take
3?
Yep.
Oberon, where would you
11.
like 2 zombies placed?
11.
11?
Mm-hmm. On the side of the rocks.
Ms. Mirabelle, where would you like 2 zombies?
I'm going to go for hole 13.
So those creatures begin clawing their way up out of the holes to emerge standing on the battlefield, but they will not move at this time. That brings us to the top of round 2 with Racknell.
Okay. Racknell's passive perception is a 13, so the 13 roll is not going to beat that.
Okay, so regardless, you don't see him currently.
Yep, it'll be a disadvantage, but he knows his location.
No, I mean, you can't see me. You can't see him.
So is the stealth roll the roll that meets it and beats our passives then?
No, that's not a factor in why you can't see him. It's not because he's stealth. What I'm saying is, from the positioning between the 2 of you, you don't have a visual on him. It has nothing to do with his hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, he's going to use a bonus action Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport over to the other rock.
Okay. This rock?
Yep.
Okay. 30 feet in this direction?
Yeah, he'll move as close as he can to the edge of the first rock and then teleport over. And he will use his action or his movement to get to the top of the rock to be able to get a good vantage point.
Okay. So now that you're at the top of the rock, looking down with your passive perception, you can see him hovering.
Oh, hear me hovering.
Here, sorry. Yeah.
Cool language. Okay. In that case, I suppose he's just going to yell out to everyone the location with as a oh, here he is. And then is going to take 2 shots with his longbow.
Okay, so first attack at disadvantage.
25.
At disadvantage of 25.
Yes, that hits.
It's
Spiders be fighting. 9 points of damage.
I will use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
okay. Reaction used. Go ahead and roll your damage. There's a save. Is it a dex save?
It's a
Dex save.
I am going to fail that, but I'm also resistant to fire damage as part of the blessings of the Raven Queen. So 10 points.
Okay, 4d10. Is that fire?
Yes.
Yeah, you see he kind of just like gets engulfed in flames, like, ow, 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 ow. And then we'll take a second shot. No, you cast a spell, so you're no longer invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's right. Visibility fades as you now see this tiny fairy floating in that square.
Second attack, not at disadvantage. 17.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
For 11 points of damage.
11.
Okay.
I like to think these are just like missing you almost entirely, but they're like making you tiny little bits because you're so small. Like
It's like clipping my wings.
yeah, it's like just because you're so small, it just does that much damage. But yeah.
Okay, so that ends Racnal's turn.
Action, bonus action, movement.
Kama, you are up.
Boy. I am going to cast Fairy Fire. Centered around Oberon.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
Sorry.
a
Dex save, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an 11.
Do you have Warcaster? You said you had a scimitar in each hand, I thought.
You wouldn't need a focus if it was
It's an innate spell that he has as
Yeah.
Yeah, it's racial magic. You can just do it.
racial.
Oh,
Just
okay.
do
So,
it.
but it does still have somatic components.
it has verbal, not somatic.
What's the size of the fairy fire? Is it a 10-foot cube or 15-foot cube?
20.
It is
20-foot
20.
cube.
20-foot cube. All right. Then I also need Racnal to make the save.
Are you trying to target me, or you can choose not
No,
to target me?
No, you can't. It's
I
just
already said
any
it.
creature.
It's-
You can't
yeah.
choose who you target with it. It's anyone within 20 cube.
Well, I mean, he can pick where the cube goes.
He said in the center, so that's what we're going with.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's an 11 deck save, so I hope it'll be fun.
Yeah, I passed. I rolled it already.
Okay, both
Yeah.
people saved, so no one's affected by it, but it does remain, correct?
Zombies.
Yes, it does remain.
Okay, just let me grab my square. Right, I'm gonna say that last zombie, it's only a quarter of its square that's affected, so neither one of them were in the area of effect. Oberon, it is your turn.
Okay. Can you rotate just a little bit from behind me so I can... Yeah, okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15... Okay, just to clarify, since my view is kind of Racknell, how many feet is he? Is he about 15 feet from hole 3 diagonally? That's what I counted. I just want to make sure that my math was right, because with the fairy fire and all that stuff, I just want to make sure that I'm counting squares right.
Sure. So hole 3 is 10 by 10. The where the actual token is in the center.
Yeah.
So to be 5, 10. So from hole 3, from the corner of hole 3. He's 10 feet away from it, and he's also 10 feet. His feet are 10 feet in the air because he's standing on a 10-foot high rock.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Since I'm not in melee combat with him, right? I don't think am I in?
Correct. You're not.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to fly up. So I'm 15 feet above hole 3.
15 feet above hole 3. Okay.
And I will cast lightning lore at Racknell.
Okay.
Is it a strength save?
Strength save for
strength
Racknell.
save.
What's the DC on your strength
15.
save? 15.
15.
Ooh, 14. That's a fail.
15.
Okay. So you move 10 feet closer to me, and because you're within 5 feet of me, you take 2d8 damage. So 13 lightning damage, and then you fall.
Reduce to 6.
So
D6
D6 falling damage.
You're raging, or you're resistant to both of those?
It's Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Okay.
So
all damage.
Resistant to all damage.
Okay.
For this turn,
Yeah, until the start of my next turn.
So 4 bludgeoning reduced to 2.
Yep.
Okay. Does he fall in the hole, or does he fall just outside it?
Well, he's in the hole and prone.
Okay.
Am I automatically prone?
Yep. Whenever you take falling damage, you are automatically prone.
Yep.
No, the thing I asked is if he fell into the hole, was it more than 10 feet then? So it was 10 feet off the ground. How deep is the hole? I don't know, last time I think someone fell into the hole. That's why I was asking.
Oh, it is down 10 feet. You're right. Yeah, Leo fell into it. So it would be an extra D6. You're right. So the second D6 is another 4 reduced to 2.
No.
Yeah, sorry, I just remembered as I was asking.
Yeah.
If I remembered that they fell into it and had to climb out and all that fun stuff.
So lightning lure was your action?
Yeah, my action, and then as my bonus action, I am going to use my free casting of Misty Step to 3 squares behind 8.
20, 25, 30?
Yeah. I think I counted right there. I can move to that one.
Okay, still in the air?
Yep, still 15. Still, I can't move any higher, so still 15 feet in the air.
Okay, Ms. Mirabelle, it is your turn.
I'm going to fly 15 feet up.
Okay, 15 feet up. Just gonna get another riser.
Yep.
All flying up.
Yep. And as she flies up, she says, "Well, this is rather nice. Racknell, if you can't get out of there, I'll come for you, but I got other plans right now." And she'll swing the Butcher's Cleaver through the air, and as she follows through with the swing, we'll cast Branding Smite on it, and it will glow with like a negative black light energy. And then I will use the remaining 50 feet and a dash action to get me to...
Okay, before you continue,
Yep.
So Branding Smite is concentration, correct?
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you mind just reading it out for everyone?
Absolutely. Casting time bonus action on self. Components required are verbal. Concentration up to 1 minute. Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, the weapon gleams with astral radiance as you strike. The attack deals an extra 2d6 of radiant damage to the target, which becomes visible if it is invisible, and the target sheds dim light within 5 feet radius and cannot become invisible until the spell ends.
Okay, and then a dash action.
Yeah, so 30 for the dash and 15 remaining movement to, I believe, get right up to Oberon.
35 puts you there.
Wonderful. And I'll just say, hello, little one, and end my turn.
All right, next it is the zombies' turn. So the rules with the zombies are they only have 1 hit point, so as long as you hit them, they die instantly. However, they do 2 points of damage each. So this would be 4 points of bludgeoning damage from these zombies here. However, it's reduced to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one gets in the hole as well for another 2, reduced to 1. So a total of 3
Does it take fall damage?
What's that?
Does it take fall damage because it dropped down 10 feet?
Yeah, actually it would. Yeah, it would. Going after you, it would fall and die. Hold on a sec. That doesn't make any sense. So, if you hit it and do 1 hit point of damage, it dies.
They're like reverse werewolves where they can't take natural falling damage.
Yeah.
But they're immune to everything else.
Yeah, not like that. So 1 more point of damage. The others will move. And actually, I'm going to roll to see what... Oh, they moved towards the closest one. That's how I did it last time. So these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just stare up. And now we have more zombies coming onto the field. So, Ragnall, where would you like 2 more to be placed?
13.
15?
13.
13? Okay, Kama?
15.
Oberon?
3, I think it is. The one that they're all that Ragnell is in. Yeah, 3.
The 3, right now, there's no spaces where one could spawn.
2.
2?
Mm-hmm.
No matter where I put them on the square, they would still be able to reach, so. Okay, Ms. Mirabelle.
We'll go hole 14.
14? Okay, top of round 3. Ragnall, it is your turn over here, and you are prone in a pit with 3 zombies.
Okay, and they're not making attack rolls. They just automatically succeed in damaging.
That's right, yeah. It's just a simple mechanic. If they can get into melee range with you, they'll do their damage.
Okay.
I just didn't want to track like hundreds of zombies.
Yeah, okay. In that case, he's going to stand up using 15 feet of his movement. And you said the hole is 10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to try to climb out of the hole.
Okay, it's an easy climb. It just takes the movement required to climb that high. So 10 feet would be actually...
It'll be 20 feet, so he's going to have to dash, I believe, to get out of the hole. Okay. He is going to use a dash action and get out of the hole. So he should have 25 feet of movement left.
Yeah. Now, they do get their attacks of opportunity. So it'd be...
Oh, okay. Okay, so they were taking the attack action, automatically hitting. Oh, that's what it is.
Okay, so you're climbing up?
I don't really have a choice. Yeah, he's going to do that.
All right, so 15 to stand, 20 to move. Taking the dash action, you have 25 feet of movement left.
Yes.
Okay. Where would you like to move? But you do take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. He's going to try to get pretty close between 7 and 8.
Between 7 and 8. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20 to here, or you want to go a bit further?
And then, 25, one more up. Then he is going to bonus action, use second wind.
Okay.
And we'll recover 6 hit points.
1 plus con?
1 plus con. Or no, it's 1 plus level. So it's 1 plus.
Okay.
Yeah. But that is action, bonus action movement.
Comma, your turn.
Okay. I think I will just make a beeline towards Oberon.
Okay. 60 gets you to hold here, but you're huge. You're still 10 feet away, technically. Oberon is in the upper corner here. So yeah, you're 5'10".
I'm going to ready my attack action if Oberon gets within 5 feet of me.
That makes it Oberon's turn.
I will cast Thunderstep. And I will move behind 90 feet to that far rock that's kind of off camera.
Sorry, does Kama not have the reach for an opportunity attack as a huge creature?
No, still
Okay.
5 feet.
Okay.
Still 5 feet?
So I teleport myself to an unoccupied space I can see within range, which is 90 feet. Immediately after I disappear, a thunderous boom sounds. Each creature within 10 feet of the space I left must make a con saving throw, taking 3d10 damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. Thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away. I can bring objects or willing people if I want, but I'm not doing that. And yeah, so I'm going to cast that.
Okay, is there a save for Miss Maribel?
Yes, Miss Maribel and Kama both have to make a con save because they're both within 10 feet of me. DC 15 for 20 damage or 10 if they save.
Kama makes the save.
So Kama takes 10.
Okay.
And Miss Maribel takes 20.
Very well.
And I will go 90 feet, and then I will drop down to 5 feet off the ground. So I am out of sight of them, pretty much. I think, or mostly out of sight from them. But I'm like 5 feet off the ground still, just like hovering a little bit, so I'm not touching the ground. I'm like 5 feet up, so hopefully the zombies I don't know what they can still probably get me, but they'll have to be able to be like under me, so.
So just for clarity, the rock is 5 feet tall. So
Okay.
to get cover, you'd have to just drop down to the ground.
Okay, I'll just drop down to the ground. The zombies could get me anyway, so.
I need to make a concentration check. And I have the Warcaster feat, so I'll be rolling with advantage. Oh, wow. Those bounced around quite a bit.
Yeah. Unfortunate roll there as the smite that you were holding.
I'm going to use a Fate Sphere to re-roll that.
Okay. Fate Sphere being used, your third?
Yes. Oh, sorry. I just straight rolled there. Forgot to right click.
Okay.
Do you want a single roll or the advantage roll now?
Do the advantage, yeah.
Okay. Success.
Okay. All right, does that finish?
Kama, I think, needs to make a con save too for the fairy fire, unless they're just going to drop it since no one's in it anymore.
Yeah.
I'll just drop it. It's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
All right, it is now Ms. Maribel's turn.
Okay, that changes a couple of things. I will fly down to Racknell. Can I use my free object interaction to drop either give him a potion, just hand him a potion of healing?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give him a potion of healing, just a basic one.
Okay.
And for my action, I will spend some of my lay on hands pool and give him 10 health as well. And with 15 feet more of movement, I will fly back up and say, come on, you two. We got to hold this fairy down. Finish this. I can't move horizontally and vertically with the same movement, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll move 15 feet on an incline so that I end 15 feet in the air in a direct line towards Oberon.
There you go.
Perfect. Thank you, Dave.
All right, it is now the zombies' turn. So first, the ones on the board. 1, 2... 4, so that's 2 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
2 more points of bludgeoning.
Okay, 4.
2 more.
6.
And 2 more.
8. Okay.
Bracknell, 2 points of bludgeoning. And 2 more, so 4 total. 2 more. Okay, I think we're square with the old zombies. Ragnall, where would you like 2 more placed?
14.
2 more on 14. Hama.
15.
15. Oberon.
7.
Okay, and Ms. Maribel?
15.
Yeah, I made a mistake last time, so I'm not going to retcon it, but just for the rounds moving forward. So when the zombies first appear, they don't get actions or movement because they're crawling out of the pit. But I guess, yeah, those ones interacting with Ragnall were attacking him rather than climbing out. But for the ones that aren't attacking someone, they're on top of the hole at the beginning of their turn, so they can still move. Okay, so that brings us to top of round 4 for Ragnall.
I don't suppose I have line of sight to Oberon, do I?
Pardon me? Do you have line of sight to Oberon?
Yeah.
No, you don't currently.
Okay. And these zombies we've seen like maximum just he's noticed they've been running like 20 feet, right?
20 feet, yeah.
Okay. He is going to disengage.
Okay.
As an action, and then he is going to kind of run toward, kind of move up. Nope, he's going to move just 30 feet directly toward where kind of Oberon is.
Okay, so far that's 25 feet in this position.
Yeah, you can move him one. He didn't take away the diagonal, and then you can move one more. We have 5 feet of movement left, correct?
Yep, 30.
Then he is going to take a potion of healing.
All right, bonus action potion of healing.
And yeah, he's going to kind of cheers Miss Maribel before he takes a sip.
Seven.
Well, until I try your cooking, this will have to do. He'll recover 7 HP, and that is action, bonus action, and movement.
Okay, sounds good. Come on, your turn.
I'll move my full 60 feet to get towards Oberon.
I can't put your huge thing on right now, but you're still huge.
That's fine. I'm not able to melee attack him, right? He's too...
No, you're still 10 feet away. You both teleported, essentially 60.
I'll action dash and get right beside him.
Okay. You dash. Okay, yep, so you dash to within 5 feet.
Enter.
Oberon.
Okay. I will take the action disengage,
Okay.
and I will fly 30 feet up and to the left.
Okay, so
So towards 13, like in the direction of 13, but staying on the line I'm on.
30 feet?
Yeah, 30 feet up and 30 feet over. And then as a bonus action, I will drink a potion of healing.
All right, go ahead and drink your potion of healing.
Oh God, come on.
Oh no.
4 hit points
You hate
back.
to see it.
Brutal. And that's it for Oberon. Miss Mirabelle.
I will keep chasing down this fairy. I'm going to use 30 feet of movement and 30 foot for a dash, ending 30 feet in the air with him. Straight line towards.
Okay, so you're technically in this corner back here. It is now the zombies' turn.
You can't run forever, Oberon.
He's a big guy. I feel like tag is kind of his thing.
I don't have to run forever, just until one of you dies.
2 points of damage, bludgeoning Rachno from one zombie. This one can't make it. None of these can make it either. Okay, so 2 damage, comma, from this one. 2 more from that one.
These are just these little cocktail swords poking at your heels.
2 more from this one. 2 more from this one. And 2 more from this one. 2. That's a total so far of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24. That's it for the zombies on the board. So now it's time to place 2 more for each of you. So, Rachno, where would you like your 2?
4.
4? Okay, comma.
I think I'll put mine at 1.
Oberon.
11, as close to Rachno as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could put any of the other ones surrounding Kama. I think Kama's pretty well surrounded with zombies.
There you go. And Ms. Mirabelle.
Pull 4, please.
Okay, and that is all the new zombies. It is the top of round 5 for Rachno.
Okay, he is going to firstly move diagonally down toward 15-1. Take the attack of opportunity.
Down towards 15.
Yep. It is one diagonal. One single diagonal.
Okay, so 4 points.
2
bludgeoning?
points.
Well, you were here, so there's 2.
Oh, okay. Then 4 points. Okay. That's fine. And then he is going to fire 2 shots at Oberon.
Okay. Go ahead and make your shots.
16.
Yep, that hits.
9 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
Second attack. 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And 9 points on the second one.
Okay.
2 arrows.
And then he is
18.
going to use the rest of his movement to try to get on top of the rock.
Okay. We're gonna say you're right on this green bush here, but your mini won't stay on it.
Okay, fair enough. That is action and movement, and that is the end of his turn. All right, that is, attack, movement, end of his turn.
Okay, comma, it's your turn.
Okay. How much damage would I take if I didn't disengage and move?
18 again. They would all get an attack of opportunity that would auto hit.
8.
I think it's more than 18, actually.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, it'd be 24 damage.
This is gonna sound weird, but I am going to fly straight up. I'm gonna take the opportunity attacks. However, would I be able to use my cloud room to at least make it so one of them doesn't attack me?
Can you make your what? Sorry.
Cloud room. It's a reaction. It makes it so that if an attack hits me, I can force it to hit somebody else.
Oh, sure. Yeah. You want to make one of the zombies hit one of the other zombies?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
22
Would I
damage.
22 damage? Okay.
20.
It'd be 20 because one of the zombies would kill one of the other zombies because they only have 1 HP.
Yep.
Yeah.
20 damage? Okay. I'm going to fly to Oberon.
Okay.
And I am going to attack him.
Fly to Oberon?
Yes.
Okay, how high up do you want to be? Altitude.
As high as I can be when I can still hit him.
Okay, so
If that makes sense.
You're
I'm 30.
30 currently.
Mm-hmm.
30. Okay. I'll go on the same level then.
There you go.
Yeah. I am going to make 2 attacks with my action, 1 with my bonus action.
Okay.
These rolls are in a flanking position
Yeah,
as well. I
you
believe,
are
right?
flanking because
Okay.
20 to hits Oberon.
Shit. I spoke too. So I was gonna say I would have used a fate sphere to make him roll normally, but he rolled before I could say it. But I guess I'll have him roll again, I guess, because I was gonna say roll it normally. I can slap the advantage, but I was too slow. So
I roll again, but still with advantage.
I guess so. Yeah, as I can't. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so I was too slow to say roll, then I want to cancel out the roll, so the advantage, so re-roll, I guess.
Okay.
50.
15.
Oh, and that was your third fate sphere, Oberon?
Yes.
Okay.
Does the 15 hit?
Yes, I'm debating if I want to use another one, though.
Okay.
I'll use another one.
Okay, 4th.
15 again.
Okay, I guess I'll take it.
Okay, so that's 1d6 plus 4 with an extra d6 and a d4. And I'm also going to use my fire rune for an extra 2d6 fire.
Okay, let's spell that out for everyone so we understand. So
Yes.
1d6 plus 4 for the short sword normally. The extra
Yes.
d6 for
It's
your
from Giant's Might, which I
Might.
can use on 1 attack per turn.
Okay, the d4 is your enlarge.
Is from enlarge. Yes.
And then what
And then-
else did you say you were doing?
My fire rune, which is when I hit a creature with an attack, I can deal an extra 2d6 fire damage, and they have to succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute.
Okay, so 4d6 plus 1d4 plus 4.
Yes.
Okay, so let's roll the 46.
Now, does it go up another D4 because you're 2 sizes up?
No, it's just the growth. It's just the enlarged spell. But you will get disadvantage for the strength save since you're tiny.
Okay, 23 from your 46.
It doesn't matter about the strength save because I am down.
Okay, Oberon is down.
I hate to do this, Oberon. I'm sorry, but I gotta keep on attacking.
Well, you gotta drop because I fall 10 feet, or 30 feet.
Yeah.
So I take a failed death save.
Yeah, on the impact.
And now I'm 30 feet down.
Yep. So
I'll-
one death save fail for that. But did that resolve everything? What was your max HP, Oberon?
50. So I'm still.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not.
We're
Yeah.
not going to get to that. Yeah, okay.
You still got to roll the restrain in case you get a nat 20 on the death save, though.
All right, but
Okay.
nothing needed at this moment, right?
Mhm.
He got knocked below 0, fell, took one death save fail, so we're good currently, right?
I don't need to roll the other one because I got a 0. So if I do roll a nat 20, I'm restrained.
Okay. Anything else for
Okay.
Kama?
He has to finish him off. I'm sorry, Oberon. So, do I have enough movement to move down to him, or not enough?
So you used 30, you have a 60 flying speed. He dropped 30, you have 30 left. So you could fly down.
I'll fly down.
So this attack would be at advantage, not for flanking, but because he's unconscious. Incapacitated.
13.
Does not hit.
I'm going to use a Fate Sphere.
I would use a Fate Sphere to cancel out your Fate Sphere.
Okay,
Oh,
hold on,
okay.
hold on. Let me just track these.
Then I'm going to attack again with my bonus action. So I have one more attack at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
24.
24 to hit.
That will hit. I'm debating if I would use my Fate Sphere. I'm going to keep my Fate Sphere. I'm going to try for the Divine Intervention thing just because nobody's gotten it yet. So,
Nice.
Okay. Sounds good. So with that hit, it is an automatic crit. 2 death save fails.
so I'm dead.
You are dead. And then within the rules of Crucible of Fate, is there anything that can save Oberon? And you were going for a
I'm
Divine
going to
Intervention.
try for Divine Intervention. Using my last Fate Sphere.
Okay.
Ah.
33 is not equal to or lower than...
Yeah, on my screen, it literally like stopped on the 0 one, and then it rolled to the 3. I was like, oh, come on. I was like, I actually got it, but nope.
All right, so with that attack, Kama, how do you finish off Oberon?
I just stab him. Nothing fancy, just nothing cruel, just kill him.
All right, and with that, there's nothing else, I believe, that can save Oberon, unless we've missed something with the rules or anyone has any grievances about what has led up to this point. If not, then I'm sorry, Anubis, but Oberon Thornwhisper has been eliminated from the Crucible of Fate. But thanks so much for playing, man. Great character. Tough when it's 3-on-1 , so...
I lasted a good amount of time with 3-on-1, so...
Hell yeah.
You're very tricksy.
And I got 2 of them relatively lowish, so...
Definitely. Well, thanks very much, man. I will check in with you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later. With the death of Oberon, portals do appear beside all three of you. So as a free action, Ragnall, do you go through the portal?
Yeah, Ragnall goes through the portal.
All right, Ragnall goes through the portal. Kama, do you go through your portal?
Yes.
And Miss Mirabelle, do you go through your portal?
Yes.
All right. So, as you all emerge back into the Fate's Hand Tavern, having escaped, split the party, and survived after the death of Oberon Thornwhisper, you see Tharamgul standing within the tavern with his hands kind of clasped together. Welcome back and congratulations to the three of you. You had quite a little hunt on your hands going after Oberon. Any last words before we wrap things up here today?
Mirabelle's sword, still kind of charged with the branding smite, goes down and becomes mundane again and turns to Tharamgul. I swear, one of these days I'm going to get to swing the damn thing.
I look forward to seeing it. Hopefully it's not aimed at me, huh?
I think you're all right for a little bit at least.
Kama, final blow goes to you. Anything you would like to say?
Live free and tame death.
Well said, well said. And Ragnall, I was a bit worried for you there for a while, being the only one having to rely on your feet. Things were getting intense there.
Look, this is exactly why you make allies, I suppose. And it seems as though I chose wisely. And he's going to turn to Miss Maribel and comment and nod. Well then, gentlemen, lady, good luck in the next round.
Yes, it was very nice fighting with you. I hope to see you again on the same terms.
It was excellent.
Well, congratulations to all three of you. You'll be returning to the Survivors Circle, the Contestants Circle, and moving on to round 2. I salute your courage and your ingenuity and your ability to win the day. And out of character, guys, good job in surviving episode 17. You are the 3 who will be moving on to round 2. So congratulations to Andy and Ms. Maribel, Jake and Kama, and Sean, his character Ragnall. All right, congrats again, you 3. And that's it for episode 17, everyone. So we'll see you for episode 18. Until then, I hope you all enjoy a nice long rest. We'll see you later.